Welcome to the podcast of disaster. I'm your today's host, Lord M, and today for accompany me in this adventure is
Fort Demolish 437. Hello, everybody. It's just us two today because JCR is taking a leave briefly. So it's going to be me, Lord M, and I believe Normal Zero person running this podcast for a couple of weeks or
yeah,
something like that. I don't know.
yeah. It's just the three of us, the three musketeers. So,
And tonight it's just us two. Nobody else came,
well, and yes, surprisingly, normal jumps in later on.
I guess.
All right.
Okay, Lord M, what are we talking about tonight?
Well, today we're going to talk about the animated series that Sega dropped a few days ago, periodically. Chao Tales. It's a story about Chao, Sonic, and well, that's pretty much it. Yeah, some little adventures. All right.
So I guess first we should talk about the story. What do we think of the story?
I think for a little 8 episode series, it's pretty good. I kind of enjoy it. I enjoy the little interactions of, the Chaos with Sonic, the Chao Shadow being a little, shadow, and then open up and being more friendly. It's pretty sweet. Also, the ending part where certain Chao evolves to look like certain hero.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it just kind of happened. I guess I don't think really anything much of consequence happened like throughout most of the thing. I mean, there was some cool stuff like there was like a little race between the Chow, and there was like a part where Sonic was playing the guitar. That was pretty cool. Like, but I don't know.
Yeah,
There's
I think.
one part where like the Shadow Chow transforms, but like then we completely forget about that. Like, we're not
Yeah,
gonna draw any attention to that. Like, yeah,
yeah,
I
he
don't know.
he evolved into a massive creature with different things, and the next episode, oh yeah, it's so cool. It's cool.
Yeah, so like, what was the point of that?
Probably the implying that Chaos they don't really need to keep the things they grab. They probably just temporarily if they wanted to.
Yeah, like I said, I don't know. I was just mostly indifferent to the whole thing. Like there was some cool stuff in there, but overall, not like I saw people on like Twitter and Bluesky just like gushing about it. I'm like, oh, okay. I don't know.
Can be
See,
fun.
that's the thing. Like Chows aren't particularly my favorite characters to begin with, so it's like dropping a whole series about them. Like, eh,
I mean,
I don't know.
if there were weeps, probably gonna be cool. Oh wait, we already had that, and people love that more than the Chao Tales.
I don't know. I haven't really seen any discussion on that matter, but I have yet to go check out like that mini series. Maybe I should do that when we're done here.
Yeah, it's pretty short but really enjoyable. Also, it's kind
Yeah.
of supposed to happen somewhere before or after Sonic Colors. I don't check that well.
Hmm.
Uh, Also, we have to talk about Eggman that show up for only one thing, got defeated, and that's it.
Yeah,
We'll ne-
I suppose this is where we segue into like what we thought about like the characters and stuff. Like, yeah, that last episode was really cool with Eggman and Sonic going at it,
yeah,
and
and
the
the
Chow's
Chao
helping them out.
evolving. Yeah, and the Chao evolving into
Yeah,
Sonic.
yeah, that was really cool. Honestly, that was like my favorite part of the whole thing. If I'm gonna be honest.
I was expecting to hear, the Chao say, "I will not let you destroy my world" or something like that, because that transformation thing was gonna give me that vibe. They were gonna go Super Saiyan or something.
Eh. I mean, that's the thing though. They don't say words. They just like chow 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 chow. You know those little noises they make.
Okay.
So
Ciao, ciao, ciao.
yeah. But like I said, yeah, that honestly, like I said, that last episode was just my favorite part of the whole thing. That was really
Eh,
cool.
yeah. Also, Sonic, despite I think the story wouldn't matter that much if even Sonic wasn't included, because he
Yeah,
was there.
exactly.
Yeah, he was there, but he didn't do much. So probably, you know, if he,
I mean,
uh,
to be fair, what would you expect from a series called Chow Tales? But like,
yeah.
yeah,
So you don't really need to have Sonic there. Just focus on the child. In the last episode,
and
yes, I can justify Sonic being there because he's
yeah,
fighting Eggman.
yeah, but like overall, it's definitely very much heavily focused on the Chow.
Hmm. Also, Sonic playing the guitar is something I didn't expect, to see. But also, this kind of, I don't know if it makes canon or not, or it's a little nod to Sonic Underground, that disastrous show.
I said like that last episode was my favorite part of the whole story, but like I thought that was pretty cool too. Like when he was playing the guitar, that was pretty nice.
Yeah. Also, I want to talk a little bit more about the Shadow Chow, his kind of character arc he has. I love how it started, kind of mysterious or serious, and then it started opening up. When the other Chao, the one with the egg in the head, started to train alongside him, it was a kind of like a big bro and little bro kind of thing.
Yeah, the Shadow Chow went through a nice little arc in this story, I'd say.
Yeah, I wish they do the same with the normal Shadow, but we can only do it. All right.
Yeah, I felt like that he was like the main character of this whole thing, just
Mm-hmm.
because it seems like that's who they put the most focus on.
I mean, it's a Shadow Chao. So I'm pretty sure Shadow right now is fighting Sonic for the being Sega's golden child. Because
Yeah, I guess that makes sense.
because honestly, I've been playing a lot of Sonic Simulator, Speed Simulator, and I can tell you the whole 3 months are being Shadow. Next character, Shadow. Next new skin, Shadow, Shadow, Shadow. And you're like, okay, they're not hiding it anymore. Shadow is becoming the golden child. So yeah.
I mean, I guess that kind of makes sense. I think he is like basically the next most popular character after Sonic himself. So I don't know, not particularly one of my favorites, but I mean, it that's just Sega doing what they have to rake in all that cash, I guess.
Yeah, Shadow gives money now. I'm pretty sure they're extending the year of Shadow at this point. I won't be so. I mean, I'm pretty sure it's in the plans to make a Shadow the Hedgehog remake, right?
I haven't heard anything about that.
I won't be surprised. But I hope they don't change the few iconic lines he has, the meme status. Which that's the only thing I love about that game. The lines they came there. What is that damn for Chaos Emerald? It's like taking
So
candy for a baby, which is fine by me.
so yeah, like I said, I'd say the Shadow Child was basically like the main character in that, but all the other Child like they all had like some moments as well.
Yeah, they weren't the main
It was
focus, but they were there and they were nice to have around.
yeah.
All right, now the next section is what is your favorite moments?
I mean, like I said, I pretty much talked about this already. My favorite moment of the whole thing was like the fight at the end. That was really cool. So, I mean, I don't know what else to say at this point.
I'm sure. My favorite part was the Eggman fight because despite it's animated and it's short, it was pretty good, well done. to say the
Hmm.
least.
Yeah.
In
Like
fact, you can make a good fight without, adding dialogues. So I enjoy it a bit.
like I said, honorable mention I'd say would maybe be Sonic playing the guitar.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure people are already making art for that. So
Also, okay, I will say also, I think the part where like the Shadow Chao was like punching the, I think that
the
was pretty
Eve,
cute.
yeah, he was, and the other child joining in to practice with him, while the others just look.
I mean, in general, this whole like little series was full of like little cute moments. I mean, it's not anything that made me like freak out or anything, but I mean, it was still pretty cool, I guess.
I hope we see more, a new remake of that or something like that because I'm pretty sure people love this series a lot now.
Yeah, so I guess that'll transition us to our last talking point for this episode. What other animated things you wish to see going forward?
Hmm. I honestly I want to see either the first issue of Idol Y animated, like the first 4 issues, or something like I don't know, uh, the other games we have in the franchise because we got one for Sonic Mania, we want so fun one for Sonic Generation X Shadow, we got one for Sonic Coils. I mean, you know, one for Sonic 06 that it's already confirmed that it's gonna get a remake. But it's gonna be good an animation of that. Maybe showing Silver's past like before everything went down with the Ibris thing. Maybe how he met
Mhm.
Blaze. That would be nice. An animation of
Mhm.
Sonic Rush. That's also be nice.
Yeah, you mentioned like seeing the first few issues of IDW Sonic Animated. That would be pretty cool. I think it would be pretty cool if we had like some animations based on the comics, like telling the stories with like voice acting and stuff. I think that would be pretty cool.
Yeah. I also, what if we get a animated version of the movie? The whole first movie. How old it is? 10 years now or 5 years? The first Sonic movie.
Five, 5 years. It came out in 2020.
Oh yeah. Well, maybe I don't know for 2030 we could see the full Sonic movie, fully animated, like these YouTube episodes, or we could see a reanimation of the original Sonic movie. The OVA where Metal Sonic was involved,
Yeah, that'd be pretty cool.
or a remake of Sonic X. Wink, wink.
I don't know. I feel like that might be asking a lot, but
Yeah,
I don't know.
but whatever they do, people gonna love it because that's what Sega does right. Animated things. I haven't
Yeah,
heard anything bad about their animations.
yeah. I don't know. Personally, I don't really have any of these like hopes and desires. I think you practically listed off everything I probably would want to see, like animate like a short or like a whole redo of
Series.
a movie. Right? Yeah, all those kinds. I don't know. I don't really have any of those honestly.
And what about
So
a character? An animated thing for a character?
what do you mean by that exactly?
I mean, what character do you like to see in one of the future animations of Sega?
Can we give my goat trip to Sungazer some more love, please? I mean, technically, yeah, she was in the Trio of Trouble thing, like the Superstars prologue, but like I don't care. I don't care. I'd love to see more of her, just like in general, honestly. Like, come on, Sega, can we stop this whole classic and modern Sonic thing? Can we bring back like Mighty and Ray, and also let Trip speak in a modern game? Let
I mean,
actually
they
let
need to
all
give
of
it a
them speak.
redesign. They need to give it a little redesign to fit it in the modern era.
But yeah, like I'd like all those characters to not be stuck in, classic
Yeah.
Sonic purgatory or whatever.
I mean, they are all remember at least. Nobody remember the three Sonics of Sonic Super Sega Sonic, something like that was. The green Sonic, the yellow Sonic, and the red Sonic. People forgot about that arcade game. But yeah,
Also, one more character. Can we please give Blaze the cat some more love? Cause she's one of the
yeah,
best characters, and we haven't seen her in like 5 years. So at
yeah,
least
we not
not
animated
heavily
or in a game.
featured.
Yeah,
Yeah, not
the last game
not
she
having
kind
like a
of
huge role. Sorry,
yeah.
sorry.
No, no, you're right. The last thing we saw like either a protagonist was in a Sonic Rush, and as a Mario character, I think she was important around Sonic Generations.
She had a pretty big role in Team Sonic Racing, I believe, but like that was the last one.
Yeah.
All right. Is there anything else left to talk about, or are we done? We done here?
Well, we don't have more talking points, unless you want to say something else before we finish this.
I mean, it's been a blast. Just the two of us. It's like just the two of us have been talking. It's been a lot of fun. I mean, I kind of wish we had some other people, but you know, for the first episode without JCR, I think this is going pretty well. So yeah, I'm glad about that.
Well, I also enjoyed this episode too, and I got to say, uh, I really want to make more. I hope JCR, enjoys his vacation and and come back stronger, because the podcast was made by him, and without him, it feels weird. Um,
Yeah, but I think we can hold the fort down until he comes back.
yeah,
So.
we can cook without burning the house. So, well, I guess this will be everything for today's episode of the podcast of disaster. So,
All right. Bye, everybody. You all have a good one, and we'll see you next time.
bye bye, everyone.